Well, coming up today on Out and About Columbus, we're celebrating the people and products that make Central Ohio's small businesses spectacular. We'll tell you how one local company is bringing the thrift back to Central Ohio in a tasty way. And we'll take you to see another local company that is producing over 70 flavors of delicious popcorn treats. All this and more. Stay tuned.
Shopping local doesn't just mean buying finished products. Woodcraft on Bethel Road can show you how to create woodcrafting and furniture just like this chair. Jim Baumgardner told me all about the classes and equipment available to you at Woodcraft today. So Jim, tell everybody what you do here at Woodcraft because it's so interesting. I'm really enjoying hearing about all the wonderful things you can make.
Woodcraft caters to the, I guess you'd call it from the amateur to the serious woodworker. We teach classes that teach you how to use original hand tools as well as power tools. We provide the supplies such as the lumber that's behind us here, as well as hardware, finishes, and to allow you to do any projects that you would like to do from the area of making furniture all the way up to handcrafted things like lathe turning, carving, and other more unusual woodworking projects.
What would be like the first thing that I would start to do in one of these classes?
Well, most of the time, women tend to be a little more on the arts side. Carving, very, very popular for women, hand carving. Although women, we have about 25%, I would say, of our customers are women and participate in our classes. So you could do anything. You want to take a beginning furniture class, you could make a nice little table and learn how to use some of the power tools in the shop.
What are some of the classes that you offer here?
Well, we have basic furniture making classes. We can make table cabinets. We also have a lot of different carving classes, hand carving. Wood turning is a really popular area. We use a lathe to make anything that's round, basically. Bowls, Christmas ornaments. Pens are a very popular thing, a wooden pen. Most people kind of start out, if you're in wood turning, that way because it's a very easy project and it's very, very popular. When we started this store, we had about 25 styles of pens. We now have over 200 styles of pens that you can make. And they're great for gifts and things like that.
You have so much equipment and tools here. Let's talk about those.
Okay. Well, our equipment, it starts with basic hand tools. If you are a person that would like to go back to the original woodworking using hand planes, chisels, all kinds of carving tools totally by hand, you don't like that power stuff, we can do that for you and teach classes. We also have, then move on up through to with hand power tools, sanders, saws, and so forth, and all the way up to the larger, if you want to set up a shop in your home with table saws, jointers, planers, and drill presses and things like that. So we've got the whole range of tools that you might need to do anything in woodworking. We try to be pretty much everything for the woodworker.
Tell us exactly where you're located and how we can find out more information about your classes.
We are at 1077 Bethel Road in Columbus. That's on the corner of Kenny and Bethel Road. And we have a website, woodcraft.com. Just search for stores and find the Columbus store, and you can get a list of activities coming up in the store as well as classes that are coming up.
Well, this week on Out and About Columbus, we had the opportunity to stop by Folsom and Pine. It's a new farm operation with some very unique attributes. We talked to Lori and Jeremy about this. So Jeremy, for people who come out to Folsom and Pine, what are they going to find? The unique things that they're going to find here?
Well, I think they're going to find, our family has actually been established here for 62 years. They're going to come to find high quality plants in their annuals, long and combination pots and hanging baskets. We also have a long line of edibles that we're going to be introducing to the community, such as microgreens, lettuces, vegetable plants, and bulk seed as well.
You know, one of the things that's very popular right now is shopping local, growing local, Ohio proud, those kinds of things. You really fall in line with that philosophy, don't you?
Well, that's a big part of our mission, kind of getting back into the community and local. The local thing has really caught steam here the last 7 or 8 years, and we want to become part of that with the community, make them understand where their food comes from.
Tell me about how many square feet this was going to occupy.
We actually operate under 90,372 square feet here under roof on 9.42 acres. So,
good size.
Decent size, good starting point.
Yeah. And how many greenhouses are on the property?
27.
Wow, that seems like an awful lot to me.
Yes, along with a 9,000-foot retail center.
So turning to you, Lori, tell me a little bit about the mission statement of Folsom and Pine.
Sure. In addition to just providing really healthy, fresh produce to local restaurants in the community, it's really about building community here at the farm and education. So, as the farm evolves this year, people can come to expect educational gardens and places to sit and enjoy the grounds, and we'll have education stations set up for the kids and parents. So, we just really want this to be not only a place to come and purchase products, but to come and enjoy.
So, Lori, what do you see for the future for Folsom and Pine?
We know that it's important for us to involve other local vendors and artisans in what we're doing here, because we have so much in the way of infrastructure to offer, but we really do want to grow with the community and the community's needs.
That makes sense. So where can we find your product? How are you being distributed?
Currently, you can find our product at the Hills Market in Worthington and at Celebrate Local, and there are a handful of local restaurants, or quite a few local restaurants actually, that are using our product. And if you call us at the farm, we'll tell you where to find us.
Fantastic. You got a website or more information?
We do. We're on Facebook, and we're on the web at www.folsomandpine.com, and we also have a Twitter.
Stay up to date with all the latest news, events, and information from Out and About Columbus by liking us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Out and About Columbus. Where can you find about every flavor of gourmet popcorn you ever dreamed of? We're going to tell you in this Shop and Celebrate Local segment.
Welcome to Al's Delicious Popcorn.
We had an opportunity to talk to Sharon Schrock about the great popcorn made here at Al's Delicious Popcorn. Well, Sharon, give me a little history of Al's Delicious Popcorn, because I got to tell you, I've never seen so many flavors of popcorn in one place in my life.
Well, there's more than one per year. We've been here since 1985, and we have over 70 flavors of popcorn. Probably the most in the United States in any popcorn shop. But once we develop a flavor and everybody likes it, we can't drop it. So we develop new ones. We keep the old ones. We've got 70.
Well, what's some of the history? Who was Al, and how did this get started?
Well, Al was Al Vogel, who was, you may remember, he carried the Olympic torch through Columbus, a little segment in Columbus when he was 82. And I knew Al, and when he passed away, my husband and I bought the business.
What is the most popular flavor you have?
The single most popular flavor is vanilla butternut, and it outsells the others 10 to 1. But the key to it is our team, the Delicious team. We've got a popcorn chef that's been doing it more than 10 years. We have people out on the floor that taste it every day and say, this isn't quite right, put it back. So our quality control is the entire team. We just discovered one today and went, whoops, this has to go. Because, it's cooking. Mm-hmm. So anything could happen, temperature, humidity, etc. You're making syrup, it could go to sugar on you, all kinds of possible, oops, let's not sell that one kinds of things.
Is there a time that a flavor goes away and you create a new one, or do you always keep the same ones you always had, or how does that whole process work?
Well, actually, it's determined by the consumer. Every time we drop one, then somebody comes in and says, but I just drove all the way from Pickerington for that flavor. So we have a hard time dropping them. They have to be really not selling before we drop it. We constantly introduce new ones. We've got coconut curry. We have roasted praline and cream. We finally perfected pumpkin pie, and we're going to keep it in the line year round because our customers told us that not only did we get the flavor right, we got the cream on top of it too. So
must be doing it right here.
We think so. We hope so.
So how do we get more information?
You can give us a call at 614 844-551-7677. You can visit us on Facebook. You can go to our website, alspopcorn.com. You can go to your website, I think, after this. It's a new thing with you that will have a link to our website. Or you can visit us at 1500 Bethel Road.
Well, the Thrift is back at Big Lots. We had an opportunity to talk to Andy Stein about this great new partnership between Big Lots and Hostess. So, Andy, I understand that Big Lots and Hostess has a great new partnership.
Big Lots is now the official thrift outlet for Hostess, replacing the thrift stores that Hostess used to have.
So, Andy, what does that mean of savings for the customer?
At Big Lots, Hostess will be up to 40% off suggested retail prices for our customers.
Well, Andy, that begs the question, what's your favorite Hostess product?
While Twinkies might be everyone's favorite, mine are Zingers.
So, Andy, how often will the assortment change?
We will have fresh, new Hostess product in the store every week.
Well, I understand you guys created a fun, catchy video to celebrate this new partnership between Big Lots and Hostess.
The Thrift is back at Big Lots. We created a video called Mostess. We hope you enjoy it.
Zing, zing, ding dong, ding dang, oh my, open wide, howdy ho, cherry pie, honey bunny, yummy to twink twink to Twinkie, snacking and style.
Gonna make you smile.
Zing, zing, ding dong, ding dang, oh my, open wide, howdy ho, cherry pie, honey bunny, yummy to twink twink to Twinkie, snacking and style, gonna make you smile. If you like Hostess, come get 'em at Big Lots. Official thrift outlet, the prices have been dropped. Come get 'em at Big Lots, it's your one-stop Hostess thrift shop. Come get 'em at Big Lots, it's your one-stop Hostess thrift shop. Zing a zing, zinger, ding dong, ding dang, oh my, open wide, howdy ho, cherry pie, honey bunny, yummy to twink twink to Twinkie, snacking in style, gonna make you smile. Hey, hey, hey!
Well, the Thrift is certainly back at Big Lots. You can get more information by going to our website at outandaboutcolumbus.com. Click on this week's show, and there you'll find the links. Well, if you're out and about shopping for some new financial services, we had the opportunity to stop by Kima Financial Credit Union, where we talked to Jerry Guy about some of the great services they perform here. Well, Jerry, I understand Kima has a very unique history here in the Central Ohio area.
We sure do. We were actually founded in 1933 to serve employees of the Kroger Bakery, still located there on Cleveland Avenue in Columbus, Ohio. But over time, we became able to serve all Kroger employees, then their families. And then since that time, other companies such as Mount Carmel Health or Safe Light Glass have been able to join our credit union as well.
I always thought you had to be a member of an organization and join a credit union. That's not necessarily true, is it?
I mean, it's really not true. In fact, a little unknown tidbit that you won't be aware of, the very first credit union in the United States actually was a community charter, and that was over in Massachusetts. And so while you're right, oftentimes credit unions were servicing manufacturing or employer groups. Actually, you can serve anyone that lives or works or goes to school in a certain community.
Yeah. Now, in the case of Kima, who can join in this area?
In our area, it's really Central Ohio, Franklin County, and then all the surrounding counties, Licking, Union, Madison, Fairfield. I don't think I missed one there, but I'm sorry if I did. So anyone that lives in those or goes to school or works in those communities.
Yeah, and that really makes it great because I think one of the things that's nice about credit unions is it's more of a personal touch. Do you agree?
Well, that's certainly our goal. A credit union is structured as a not-for-profit cooperative, so we're not the for-profit business, nothing wrong with that, but as a result, our goal is to give much more personal service, a little more of a mom-and-pop feel, if you would.
Let's talk a little bit about those services. I know a lot of people, of course, they think the traditional, savings account, checking account, but you guys go way beyond that, right?
We really do. Any financial services that you might come to expect from another financial institution, such as a bank, more than likely you can get that service from a credit union, in this case specifically Kima. Things, new products, home banking, mobile banking, the ability to deposit your check using your smartphone, for example. Those are all functions that we are offering today.
Yeah. One of the things I've noticed about credit unions, specifically Kima, you guys offer some great deals on car loans and those kinds of things. You see those come along?
Yeah, we certainly try to. Again, not-for-profit cooperative, so our goal is to give back all of our excess earnings back to our members. So as a result, typically you'll find our fees a little bit lower than you might find someplace else, along with loan loan rates being a little lower, and then deposits being a little bit higher.
Jerry, how does someone go about signing up to become a member here at Kima?
Well, there's actually a number of ways. We have 9 Central Ohio branches, so they'd certainly be welcome to come in. But the easiest way is just to go to our website, www.kima.org, and sign up right online.
Utzi's Farm Market, located in Plain City, is your go-to stop for the finest meats, cheeses, produce, and bulk food. Greg Utzi told me about their fine selection of locally produced honey that can be purchased today. Well, Greg, one of the things I really like about Utzi's Market is you're really behind Ohio Proud and Ohio products, and that's one of the neat things about it, right?
That's right. We try to carry products where I know the people that are producing the things that they're bringing in. We try and do that year-round. We've got a few of those items now.
Now, you have honey up here, and I was noticing that this is all local honey.
Right. We have a local guy who will actually put hives on our farm. Now, we don't produce enough honey here to supply us year-round, but a lot of that honey actually comes off of this farm.
Yeah. Now, what's the advantage to local honey or honey grown like this, or done like this, I should say?
What we've been told, especially if you've got allergies, the pollen that's collected in a local area will help with your allergies and combat that a little bit if you're using honey, from your local surroundings.
You know what? We've been dealing with these cold temperatures. Everybody's about tired of the single digits, I know. Is there any crops out there? Is there anything you have?
Yeah, everything's harvested, but stuff is coming out of storage. One of those big things we get from Carroll, Ohio is Golden Delicious apples and also Red Delicious. But these big orchards, they've figured out how to store them year-round, coming out just like they were just picked.
Yeah. And you also were talking about a little bit about potatoes as well, right?
Right, from Michael's Farms in Urbana, good friends of ours. We've dealt with them a long time. Same deal. They're bringing them out of storage. They regrade them, just like they were picked yesterday.
I mean, we're in February, so what are we looking at in March? We're going to see things start to come alive here now?
Well, hopefully we're going to get rid of the snow for the first thing. Something new that's happening just in the past week, my son's into chickens, and they're starting to lay eggs. Now, we don't have enough to sell yet. I mean, I think we're eating everything that comes out right now, but hopefully in a few months, we're going to be able to supply the white eggs that we sell in the store, and you'll be able to look out across the parking lot, and there are the chickens.
How is the weather going to impact crops this year? What do you see?
Well, we'll have plenty of moisture going into spring. That's what we hope for. And the biggest thing, we just hope these temperatures turn around. We're a little concerned right now about the strawberry crop. In years past, about 10 years ago, we lost our strawberry crop when we had cold temperatures like this. So we're just going to have to wait and see.
Well, let's talk about meat and cheese real quick, because I always love to talk about that. It's one of my favorite factors. I just bought a couple of pounds myself. Incredible deals, right?
Right. Big part of our business is always, we got specials every week. You can check us out on Facebook. You can sign up for a weekly email, and those will go out every Monday, tell you what's on special. There's usually 2 or 3. Pricing right now is starting to increase, and that's just kind of the trend right now. The cheese prices are up. Ours are going to raise a little bit, and also the meat prices are going to raise. So,
well, Greg, for people who haven't been out here, which I can't imagine them not coming out here, tell them where you're located.
We are south of Plain City, just off of Route 42 on Converse Huff Road.
Stay up to date with all the latest news, events, and information from out and about Columbus by liking us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/outandaboutcolumbus. Well, in this shop and support local business, we are looking at Absolute Hearing Solutions. Does your eardrum look like this? Maybe you can't hear. Maybe you're looking for a great deal on hearing aids and someone who can service them behind it. We talked to Greg Van Horsen from Absolute Hearing Solutions, who told us about the service he provides and a recent award that he won. So, Greg, I guess some new changes coming now in hearing aids, especially in the rechargeable battery area. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, before you used to have a behind-the-ear hearing aid, and you'd put in a little drying store, and then that would charge the battery overnight. Now, and that was only behind-the-ear 312 battery. Well, now what you can do is...
When you say over the ear, you mean the big units that we used to see hanging over here? A little bigger
than this one right here, but what you would do is you would put it in a little charger, and then would charge overnight. Okay. Well, now there's a couple companies coming out with chargers where you can put a CIC. Here you can take the battery, like a very small one, and there's not a battery in there, but there's a small battery. Now you can charge anywhere from a 10 to a 312 or a 13. Now people don't know those numbers. That's the yellow. brown, and the orange battery, and they can recharge all those different sizes now where they couldn't do that before.
You have such incredible deals on hearing aids compared to everybody else in town. I mean, you openly say, go shop, everybody, then come and see me, and I'll match it up for you. Why is that, Greg?
Well, I just know what everybody else charges, and when I started up, we were going on our 5.5, almost 6 years now, and we have high-end equipment here, and we just don't charge the same thing. Now, because of that, we get a lot of people that travel in. I had somebody that came in from Springfield wearing hearing aids, and I said, well, I got the same exact ones back there, and he actually paid $3,000 less for the same thing. So our average commute is probably 50 miles, and that's going from high-end to the basic level, and it's the same hearing aid. So that's the key, same exact. Now, some people do private label their hearing aids, and we can still get pretty much, some of them I can get the exact same if it's Miracle Ear or G and Resound, or Miracle Ear who uses Siemens, and then there's also where we can get pretty much the same hearing aid through Siemens and that type of thing, which they're going to save a lot of money by coming here. But also the service, we have great service here too.
Well, speaking of that, I know you just received an award from Angie's List, and let's talk a little about that.
Yeah, we got the Super Service Award.
What does that mean for viewers that are not familiar with that?
It's just, we don't rate anything. We have no control over it, and what it is just our patients. To get on Angie's List, you can't even, it's not like Better Business Bureau, sign up for that. You have to be nominated by somebody, and then people that use your services can rate you. And we've been highly rated for a while, but they never had anything with medical. We had surveys enough, but they said, well, there's not enough other medical that qualify. Well, now they're doing a medical, and we were the first ones in the hearing to get it. And it's a Super Service Award, which out of all of Angie's List businesses, less than 1% receive that.
Well, how can people get more information, Greg?
They can give us a call, 614-577-0480, or they can absolutehearingsolutions.com. They can look us up there too.
Lynn Stamm and Heidi Maybrook are the co-founders and owners of Celebrate Local, Ohio Proud. This shop was conceived as a short-term holiday shop from the Easton Farmers Market, but now it has a permanent home here at Easton. We had an opportunity to talk to Lynn Stamm about some of the interesting and unique things that you'll find in this shop. Well, Lynn, outside of Celebrate Local being a retail shop here at Easton, how is it unique from other shops that sell Ohio products?
Well, we feel that we are unique because we're also an incubator of the businesses. People come to us who may have had experience in being in a farmer's market, but we teach them on how to take it retail, how to, both in the packaging and the marketing of it and putting it on a shelf, which for so many people that's a big leap. But in general, we are all about connecting buyers with our businesses, because we feel like we are a site of 250 businesses that we help promote and get to customers and help them individually be better businesses.
So what are some of the gifts that you have here at Celebrate Local that might be a unique last-minute gift for someone?
Well, what's so great about Celebrate Local is that we have so many different items that can be about instant gratification. You open it up and you taste it, and it's so yummy because that's our food and our alcohol and our wine, beer and wine. But also we have experiences that you can have in the future. We have the Columbus Explorer Club, who has events that might be on your bucket list, and you can come and buy a gift certificate for it. Or the City of Columbus, the GoCo, has the rental bike program, and you can buy some passes for someone to go and enjoy now if they can bike in the winter, or save it for the spring and summer. So we're about experiencing activities too, not just the beautiful things that you can put in your home or in your garden, but also that you can enjoy right now and open up and eat. So I guess the bottom line is everything in the store is all a great holiday gift, depending upon what people like.
So Lynn, how does people find out more information about Celebrate Local?
Well, the general information you can get at celebratelocalohio.com, and that's where we have information about how we accept vendors and what are our policies and all that good stuff. But because we have so many vendors, you're really not going to find a list of products. We ask people to call us if they're looking for something specifically or are interested in something specific, because at this point right now we can't list all of our 250 vendors or all of their great products, which is probably about 10,000 units right now.
Well, when we shop local around the Columbus area, you may not have heard of this coffee company, but I guarantee you probably tasted it. This coffee's available in over 300 coffee houses around the country. Hey, this cup's for you. Well, Dave, we're in the cupping room, and of course, this is where I know a lot of decisions are made as to what coffees will become a part of the brand here. Where do you source coffee from?
We source from 20 countries around the world, obviously all great coffee growing regions, but to pick out a Crimson Cup coffee, we go directly to the farm where it's grown and develop a relationship with that grower.
So, Dave, what's a Friend of Farmer program you have?
The goal of the Friend of Farmer program is to go to origin, go to the countries where these coffees are grown, develop that relationship with the farmer and a direct trade model. So we're purchasing directly from them. And in doing that, we're able to empower the grower for sustainability, and it allows us to bring back great coffees.
So, Dave, this is the cupping room where you basically decide whether this is going to be a part of the product or not. I know it goes through a lot of processes. Explain that to me.
Well, the process is called cupping, and the purpose of cupping is to evaluate the coffee without any interference, so that every coffee is treated exactly the same. So we bring coffees in from all over the world. Of course, we put them through our roasters, meticulously handcraft roast each one, and then bring them back here for evaluation. And very often we have to try several roast levels to find just the perfect match between roast and that coffee bean. We score, grade each one of these coffees, and if they're worthy, they might become part of our lineup.
So, Dave, you have a hot new line of coffees here at Crimson Cup, right?
We do. Via our cupping program, we've discovered 5 great coffees that are new to our lineup, each handcrafted specialty coffees, of course. These include a little more information about each coffee, detailed descriptions, descriptions about the growers, the elevation, where they come from, and we've just launched these. These are available on our website, crimsoncup.com.
Well, take a look at these baked goods, and guess what? They're all gluten-free. We found this great little shop on the north side of Columbus. Its founder, Amy McCrae, told us more about the products they make here, and you can find all these products at Celebrate Local out at Easton. So, Amy, what is Sudal's, and why is it so unique?
Sudal's Bake Shop is an allergy-friendly bakery located on the north side of town. We're free of gluten, dairy, egg, soy, peanuts, all tree nuts except coconut, and of course fish and shellfish.
Now, just for our audience's clarification, what is gluten-free? What is the advantages to that?
Some people are gluten intolerant, while some people that are celiac, they absolutely can't have it. It's a protein found in wheat, rye, and barley. Oats are often cross-contaminated, and their bodies just can't digest it. So our products are rice-based and avoid all of that.
So why did you create Sudal's?
Sudal's Bake Shop was created out of a love for my family. Our oldest daughter, when she was turning 4, had issues with chronic stomach aches. We went, got her checked out. Not only was dairy out of her diet, but at that point, soy and gluten came out of her diet. So for her, it was a matter of, Mom, I want a donut. Mom, I want a cupcake. What about our cinnamon coffee cake? We have that every Christmas. What am I going to do? So I went on a mission to create all the products she loved. Yeah. And along came kiddo number 2, and out went eggs. So I kind of restarted everything all over again.
You also supply some other names that we know around town, right?
Absolutely. Our products are found in the Celebrate Local store, as well as Huffman's Market, both of the Hills Market locations, and the Delaware Community Market. And then our pizza crust, which is also one of our signature items, is found at Toronto's and Lewis Center. All of the Mama Mimi's pizza locations, they're take and bake, as well as all of the Flyers pizza locations.
Well, you got to tell me, how do we get more information of viewers? How can they get a hold of you and find out more about the gluten-free products that you have here?
Absolutely. We can be found on our website, it's sudalsbakeshop.com. We can also come to our location, which is at 14 Delmont Drive in Columbus, and we're open here at the shop Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 9 to 3, and we're also at the Worthington Farmers Market every Saturday from 9 to 12.